What's up? What's up? What's good, people? This your boy Scott Lewis, Apartment Gamer and more, Brooklyn Nets Stoop Edition. Here with the postseason playoffs coverage and Brooklyn Net news. I want to talk a little bit about Jordi getting a new contract, or I should say, extending contract, and the staff as well. I think everybody got extended. So I mean, new contract or extension of a contract. Um, this is I mean, it's good news for. I believe in Jordy. I think this is the time. This is the opportunity for him to showcase what he's capable of doing if he getting the right pieces on the court and implementing something to like win. I mean, nobody wants to. Not even the fans. The fans feel it. I felt it. That's for sure. The losing. Nobody wants to lose on purpose, but people swear that this is the way you rebuild a team by getting talent, which is partially true. I don't totally agree with everything, but I know money plays a part and plays a role in who you pick up and the movement of players on a team. So, and anything can happen. Any good things can happen. You need a little bit of luck, and you need some things to fall your way. But I think this is a great opportunity for Jordy to show what he's capable of doing, and I am looking forward to seeing it. I think all Net fans should be happy. I mean, change. The past 5 or 6, 7 years now, we had so much going on, so much changing, new pieces coming in, new coaching, instability, in the locker room, instability in the organization. One thing that's always been the same was Sean Marks was there. So, Sean, you need this to work, man. You need this to work. You can't. I mean, you've been skating for a minute now. I mean, you have the most comfortable job. Well, I shouldn't say that. I know you under a lot of pressure. I know you want to win. I know that. It's just in. It's in every ex-player. It's in every person. I know that play at a competitive level, been around. Any competition. Any competition. You want to win. So I know that's what you want. You need it to work, Sean. You need to get busy this summer. You need to make some moves. You need to make it happen. Make it happen, Sean. Please make it happen. So that being said, I am happy for Sean. I mean, Jordy. Let me see if I can bring it up. It's on X. I saw it on X and I was like, wow, congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, man, congratulations. Let me see that Twitter. Yeah, Sean Marks. Brooklyn Nets have signed head coach Jordi Fernandez and the entire coaching staff to a multi-year contract extension, sources tell ESPN. They solidified a long-term commitment for Jordi Fernandez after 2 seasons at the helm. So that's what's up, Jordy. That's what. Sham says Fernandez has pushed the Nets to competitive play amid executing rebuilding season. That is true. That's what makes it so exciting is that, yeah, we were rebuilding, but I could see what you've been trying to do, Jordy. I think you just need a great point guard. You need a point guard, man. You need somebody to run your show. You need somebody to run your show. I mean, you can have the wings and all this. I always thought that you was the type of coach where if you give them a great point guard, you would implement your offense much better and your defense, and everything will be flowing. But I mean, you need when you had a decent point guard before, Dennis Schroeder, and you took him to another level. And it made the team. I mean, the Nets were very competitive your first year, very much so. So I just hope I wish you the best of luck. I really do. For my sanity and for all the fans. Cause I ain't got no more hair to pull. So I think you understand that, Jordy. I don't have no hair to pull. I just need you to do your thing, man. I'm behind you 100%. So yeah, Joe, a lot of the fans are very excited about you getting your contract extension. I am too. I am very much so. And like I wrote, the clock ticks now, though, Jordy. I all that would happen prior to now has been forgiven. The clock ticks now. Since you got your extension, since your coaching staff got their extension, since everybody got getting paid now, now is now or never. You got to put your foot on it. You got to go 10 toes. 10 toes. Hopefully Sean gives you what you need to make it happen. I hope you get what you need. Because you need, I mean, as any, even a player, coach, GM, owner, you need things to fall in play. It ain't just that simple, oh, let me get talent and put it out there. You need the talent to be able to get along with all the players in the locker room. You know, you need the coaching staff to be on point. You need to be on point as head coach. You need to make sure that, you communicate what you need and what you want. And every person and every player is different. You got to, maybe some people you have to communicate this way, and then another person you got to communicate another way. I always said to be any leader in any competitive sport, you need to be like a psychologist, man. You need to be able to handle people's personalities and stuff. There's always different. One thing is true is competitive, and that person is going to be very competitive. Either they be quiet and competitive or loud and competitive, but either way, they got this spirit in them that they think they the shit. And I'm rightfully so. Rightfully so. You're not going to come into the NBA thinking you can't play. You don't give a damn about what anybody say about you. In your mind, you are the joint. You are the number one guy, but you could be coming off the bench. Of course, you're going to be competitive. Of course, you are. And I think coaches are competitive too. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. They the connecting piece between management, ownership, and the players. The coaches are the connecting piece between the two. The communicator, the influencer, the everything, the everything. So I know it's tough. That's tough. That's tough. You got to deal with management. You got to deal with players. And then you got the media. Oh, come on! You come in all directions at them. Come in all directions. That's a tough job. I think coaching is a tough job. It has to be. It has to be. So many moving parts. So many different. You got your staff. You got the players. You got the players union. You got the mid management, lower management in the organization. Which I think the coaches. But then you have the mid and then higher, the GMs, the presidents. The owners. You got a lot of moving parts, man. You got a lot of moving parts. Got to deal with all this pressure coming from all over the place. It's a tough job, man. You got to love ball in order to do it. You got to love it. I think I wouldn't be surprised you bring your work home. You have no choice. I mean, it's constantly on your mind. It has to be. Has to be. When you take vacation, it's like a miracle. You can get away for a minute and not think about basketball or your team. You know, it's like when you come back, it's like a new, like, why did I do this? Why did I pick this career? That's what you got to be saying to yourself. So I admire your coaches. I know it's a hard thing. When you're losing, you're gonna get the foot. When you're winning, they still trying to give you the foot. They're not even trying to hear that. They're like, you didn't do it, but they don't know you glued all this together. They don't know that you was pulling strings in the background. They're not gonna be aware of that. So I think Jordi is a good coach. I think he can be the guy that we was looking for. I appreciate the fact that Sean decided to go with one player, one coach, and rock with it. Let the chips fall where they may. It got to fall where it need to fall. You know, you can't just sit back and constantly be looking to rotate coaches. That's not healthy. You gotta be able to pick one and rock with it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Nets today. The Knicks. The Knicks play Atlanta today. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at a couple of things. I just wanted to bring this up too. So, yeah, Sean. Yeah, breaking news. You look happy there. That must have been the first year. That must have been early. You look now that if you look at the picture now, you gained about 5 years in 2. You got 5 out of 2. 2 years of Brooklyn Nets basketball took 5 years of your soul away. No, you look good. You look great. You look like you are ready to do your thing, which is great. I think you're happy here. I think you want to be here and you want to win. And that's all I can ask for. That's all I can ask for. As a fan of the Nets, that's all I can ask for. Can't ask for no more. Congratulations. And you deserve the opportunity to prove yourself. So don't hold that against you the past 2 years record, because we knew what we was doing. We knew exactly what we was doing. Okay, let's go to the NBA. I want to talk a little bit about the past games because I always say that, like, what goes on in the playoffs dictate what's going to go off in the off season, because teams are going to make adjustments, and those adjustments I'm looking at, because those adjustments could be something that the Nets can use. So you have to pay attention to what's going on in the league. I mean, I'm a fan, but I'm also a fan of the game, and I understand that everything works around each other. So what goes on in the league goes on with all these teams have to deal with the same thing, and you know, in order to better the team, you make changes, you know, and those changes usually come from other teams making changes. So let's take a look at games. I'm going to talk a little bit about games. I'm going to just go straight to it. Yeah, but congratulations, Jordi. I appreciate you. I think you're going to do well. I'm glad that Sean decided to stay in frame with, you know, trying to keep some stability at the coaching position. But like I said, Jordi, even though I agree with what with everything you do so far, I have to say this: it's now. I mean, now is the opportunity. You got to make the moves now. I think the past 2 years was basically out of your control. We was in this kind of rebuild and see what we got type mode. That's over with now. It has to be over with sooner or later. You can't just keep going, oh, okay, let's just keep doing it for the next 10 years and think it's good. Or the next 5 or 6 years. That's not good. That's not good at all. So the clock is on. The heat is on, Jordy. The heat is on. We got everything BK Nets. John in the
Hey
house.
Scott,
What's up, John?
hey Scott, just like you, we all heard the
Oh
breaking news.
no, John, tell me that my mic is good. Tell me
I,
that I'm
I can hear
streaming
you.
because I
I can
don't
hear
hear
you.
you. I'm gonna turn you on and then turn you back on. Let's see.
Scott, my mic was off. Wait, Scott, can you hear me
I
now?
don't hear you, John. Is it me? Tell me it's not me. I'm going to my feed. Let me see. Let me see if it's me. Let me see. Testing 1 2 1 2. Let me see. Let me see. I can't be my feed though, can it? Test 1 2 1 2. 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 Oh, I think I know why. I think I know why, John. I think I know why. All right, I hear you, John. I hear you now.
There we good? All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. It was just
Yeah.
me. It was me. I had the wrong setting. All right, I'm good now. All right.
Yeah.
We still live. We still live.
Yeah,
What's
we
up?
all heard the big breaking news say this is probably one of the first official all-season moves of the Nets, signing Coach Jordy to an extension, but also signing his whole staff to an extension shows like double, triple commitment to the Jordi Fernandez process. And I agree with what Pod said that we're really going to see what type of coach Jordy's made of because these last 2 years he fought against the strategy of the tank in order to win with who he had to ensure that internal development, however way you can do it. But now we're really going to see if Sean, oof, yeah, that's another thing. We'll get to Sean Marks in a second. But if this front office puts better pieces around Jordy, can his philosophy and system actually succeed? Because now he's got at least 3+ years to take this team from a bottom barrel team to potentially a top 10 team, maybe in the East to start. So this is definitely a double, triple commitment on Joe Tsai's part and on Sean Marks' part. And now everybody's also asking if Jordy signed to an extension, his staff is, does Sean Marks get another extension? And it's kind of like at this point where if we had a new GM and we extended Jordy, I'm all for it. Like, I'm willing to give Jordy a chance to prove he really is that type of coach because he hasn't had a real shot to show it with an actual roster, even though he's trying to make do with what he's had. But Sean Marks, the problem again is, do we trust this guy? Do we trust this guy to draft another player that might not be here the next 5 to 10 years? Because he's never drafted anybody that's been here for the long run, except maybe Nick Claxton, who kind of everybody's ready to move off this team this summer. So, do we really want to trust this GM who hasn't shown us he can build a real roster? Me and majority of people are not for it, but still, the one guy who cares is Joe Tsai, and Joe seems to have this unwavering trust in Sean Marks. So we're going to see what happens this summer. If there's a roster built this summer that actually looks competitive and exciting, then maybe Sean Marks has a million more cap lives. But if it looks like pretty similar roster, we're really asking a lot out of these sophomores, and there really is going to be a big leap as far as winning goes. It's just kind of be fight to see if you can make an impact. Then I really don't like why he's still in charge because you need a GM with a vision. We've never had a Sean Marks vision that has worked in Brooklyn. So that's my only negative about it. But I want to see what Jordy can do now that he's now locked in security wise for at least the next few years to show he can build something real in Brooklyn. So we're going to find out if this is finally the coaching staff to bring
Yeah.
sustainability because our coaching staff history is really bad. I think we have probably one of the worst
Word up.
coaching track records in the NBA. Like
You
we've
ain't
been through
lying
like
about that.
15 coaches, so we will see if Jordy actually is that guy. And I look forward to seeing how him and the sophomores build a stronger bond this summer because that needs to be on steady ground. Jordy and the five guys we drafted, like we saw some signs of potentially on the same boat, potentially on different islands. So I hope this summer Jordy and these young guys can really come together and really enforce a culture they're trying to build. And more importantly, these guys are ready to go in training camp this upcoming summer to really show that the work they're putting in is going to mean something and what's going to be a season of not just hope, but expectations of trying to get better. So we'll see if Jordy really is the right man for the job. But this definitely shows the front office and Jordy trying to be in lockstep, at least from an optics standpoint at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to Jordy trying to, implement whatever he wanted to do. Um, I give him a pass these 2 seasons because of the turmoil. And you're right. We've been in crazy land for about at least 7 years. I mean, it's just
Really,
been coaches after players coming in and out. It's just been hectic.
a
So
disaster. And they're still on our
yeah,
payroll. Like, you hope that Jordy in 3, 4 years won't be on our payroll because we're still, I think, paying Kenny Atkinson, Steve
yeah,
Nash, the coaches. And that's a Joe Tsai financial bill that he has to pay. It doesn't affect our cap space, but it affects the checks that Joe's paying out. So I hope this actually means we're trying to progress with the coaching staff locked in. Now it's about how we can progress this roster because the expectations are higher now. We're really going to see what type of coach Jordy's made of. I'm not going to say that this guy deserves no free passes, but we're actually going to see if his winning philosophy that kind of cost us one part of the tank actually matters this summer. But it starts with who we draft in a few weeks from now and what this roster looks like by mid-July. So we'll see if Jordy's the right man for the job. But the fact that Sean Marks might still be in charge, that's the one thing that nobody wants to talk about because it doesn't get reported ever. So that's the one thing that
yeah,
has the cause of concern.
yeah. We got Leaf in the house. What's up, Leaf?
Somebody want to tell me what the fuck just happened?
What you
What?
mean? Oh, what Jordy?
Jordy get
Why,
extended?
why are we extending coaches when we don't even got a fucking roster?
Yeah, well, I guess that's
Please,
something that
no, this is the dumb shit that we did with goddamn beanhead ass jockstrap Vaughn.
Leaf. It wasn't just Jordy. It was the whole coaching staff. It's like 6 or 7 guys.
The whole damn staff, like these niggas was who the fuck is these motherfuckers? They wasn't working no damn wonders. You sat them near the tank.
Yeah. They sure enough did tank. They
Steve
sure enough was part of the tank.
Steve Hatzel and Jawan Howard are the two main guys.
Howard is getting extended. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. What the fuck is going on?
I guess you know what I think it is. What's up, Jellio? What's up, Jamal?
Where all these niggas going, Jellio? Fuck them. Get them all out. Everybody gotta fucking go.
But listen. You gotta give Jordy an opportunity to play.
I'm not giving Jordy
to win.
Shit.
I think we should. I think because I know
have a roster.
You're right. You're right about that. But what I'm saying is that falls on Sean. That falls on Sean. He the one that's
and guess what? Extending Jordy don't. You extended him for what?
Because I guess he told Jordy. He said to Jordy, "Listen, I want you to do this. I want you to do this. I want you to, I need a high draft pick." That's what he told him.
You know what, bro?
I mean, I bet you that's what he said. I bet you that's what he said.
I already know. Breeze is about to eat this shit up, bro. Like it's goddamn cake. He gonna think this shit is the greatest thing since sliced bread. We gotta invest in the coach. What the fuck is we investing in the coach? We ain't got a fucking roster.
I thought it was interesting in Sean Mark's statement. He said, "Oh, Jordy's done a great job with communication, culture, foundation, guys getting better." And I'm like, well, Drake Powell said he needed a coach that believes in him. Ben Sherratt still can't play off 2 feet. So I get the optics of what they're trying to sell. But at the end of the day, you need a number one guy on this team. The coaching staff, like Leaf saying, I'm not as hectic about as that to being the priority. The team can't run through Jordy. The team has to run through a guy that you draft or you go out in the market and get. So if this is the big move, if we miss out on a historic draft, we get another building block, and Jordy was the big move of the summer. This is insanity. We need a new GM, even more than we need a coaching staff again. Because, like I said, we've been through how many coaches the last 10 years? We've been through a cesspool of coaches.
Yeah, we've been through a lot of coaches, man.
Jordy could just be another name on that, but at the end of the day, you have to put a roster around a guy whose mantra is to win, 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 no matter who's on the team, whether it's Keon Johnson, Din Shitty, whoever. He's going to play with anybody that he thinks could get him a W. So I hope that this organization takes this summer seriously, because you just overcommitted to a whole staff. So there has to be some progression.
I think Jordy can do it. It's just a question of he has to let Jordy do his thing. He has to give him the pieces and let him do his thing. Jordy needs a point guard. I think Jordy needs a point guard. I know a lot of people say we need athletic people. Yes, we do. We do need athletic people. But I think in order to implement what Jordy want to do, you need a competent, well-positioned, well-played, somebody understands the game, point guard. I'm telling you, I think you need that with him.
I think what you need is versatility, bro. Like that point guard shit, bro. It's 2026. Anybody could fucking dribble, pass, and shoot, bro.
No, not really. I don't believe that. I believe a lot of people.
Bro, did y'all not see Orlando? Did y'all not watch Portland and all these other teams, bro? That got 6'8", 6'9" forwards. Basically the high assist man and the high. And better passers than some of these little itty bitty guards. Yesterday,
I didn't say itty bitty. I ain't say a little guard. I just said a guard, somebody who can dribble. Right now, look at our roster. We don't have nobody who can bring the ball up other than Speedy Gonzalez.
Can I just say something?
Man. Let Danny Wolf run the goddamn offense.
All right, so let Danny Wolf be point guard. Then he got to play inside the paint too. That's too much for one man to do that.
Scott, let me say something to Jelly real quick. Listen, MPJ is not an all-star. He's a third option. He only looked like that because Jordan and him are buddies, and he ran a crappy system through that
I'm
one guy
not.
who admitted he only wanted to get paid because he was potentially be an all-star. I
I
don't buy
can't.
into that. I do not buy
I don't
into
take that
he's
away
an
from
all-star
MPJ.
on this team.
MPJ is a shooter, and he can and
He's
a
a
good
shooter,
one
but he's
too.
no all-star. He's a good third
I don't.
option. Maybe Chris
Yeah.
Middleton-ish.
Yes,
He's
he
not an
might be third or
all-star.
fourth option on a good team, but this team ain't good, so he's number one option.
At the moment,
Yes.
that's
Okay.
what
So
I'm
he can.
saying.
He's an NBA player at a high caliber. He does what he does very well.
And that's
Now
catch and shoot and
and
rebound.
rebound, right? Which is
But
2 out of 3.
not to lead a team, but not to lead a team to the promised land. And that
I
extension.
didn't say that. I didn't say he was number one. I don't think he's a number one. I ain't said he was a number one. I ain't say that.
This the worry.
Jellio is not saying he's number one. He's saying that he's an all-star type caliber player.
He's a third option. He's a third option.
He's a third option on an NBA championship team.
That ain't all-star, but it's good. It's not all-star though.
Oh, that's damn. That's damn well.
Wait. Who was the third option on the NBA championship team?
MPJ.
He was a fourth option.
No, he was no fourth option out there. He was the third option. People knew he was the shooter. Everybody knew, and he was consistent.
Hold on, wait. Just because you were the shooter, don't mean you was the third option. The tale between who was better between him and Aaron Gordon still holds forth to this day. Last time I checked, Aaron Gordon was the one that had a 50-point game, not MPJ. Last time I checked. So realistically, that could go either one way or the other. MPJ was the shooter, don't get me wrong, but Aaron Gordon did a lot of other things too. He was the guy that was responsible for guarding. He got the ball off the rebound and pushed it up when Joker wasn't there, bro. Like, he was responsible for a lot of the muscle in the paint when Joker wasn't around, bro. Like, he did a lot of them other things. I don't think that number 3 option or whatever number option falls on just solely scoring and on all of those things, bro. Like, I think it falls on to who is the best all-around offensive threat. We all know everybody on that championship team, in terms of offense, they could dribble, they could shoot, and they could pass, and they could get to the free throw line, and they could drive to the basket and drive and kick. So let's call it what it is. MPJ is looking to shoot a lot of times. Aaron Gordon is looking to make sure the offense is still holding afloat. Everybody touches the ball.
Play killer defense, Aaron Gordon, and that's why he's so great for the Nuggets. But this is my point, though. We need a number one option in this draft. It cannot be MPJ's number one guy next year's season because that's just not going to progress the team.
I don't think Jellio was saying
that.
It's
not. I'm not talking about Jellio. I'm talking about Jordi Fernandez. He needs to run it through these young guys, not necessarily through MPJ. That's what the problem this year was. Is we saw too much of the MPJ system.
Right. No. You're right. No, we're gonna give other people the touches of the ball now. Now it's time that other people need to touch the ball. If they don't come through,
all I'm gonna say is this, bro. If the number one option is in fact in this draft, then that means we got to give him another 2 years to become an actual number one option. I don't think he's going to be a number one option out the gate, no matter how thin our roster is. You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing that we've been doing is taking on big contracts that are expiring, bro. Like, we took on MPJs. Obviously, we took on Ben Simmons, bro. We're going to take on somebody else after MPJ, bro. Like, we just got to wait for we are not if we are not hell bent on signing somebody. The main thing is they just extended the coach and the coaching staff. What type of team do they want to put around them? Do they want to continue with the young guys, or they want to hurry up and fast forward and be like, all right, Jordy, bro, you got a team, hurry up and win?
I could see us do business with Detroit. That hypothetical of Holland, Stewart, Karras, and a pick, I think that works for the Nets because at least we add depth to this team as opposed to trying to go after one guy and it's not going to exactly work out yet because we need our guys we draft this year and this summer to see if they could really gel together before we actually do go after that big piece. So if we do a deal like that for MPJ, I'm totally fine with it. Isaiah Stewart's a good physical center, brings us some grit there. Karis LeVert, I think, is a better leader than Terrence Mann ever will be on this team. And then Ron Holland is the get here. He's a former top 5 pick, defensive potential. He's not being utilized at all by Detroit. To me, that's the best way to get value back for MPJ. Not demanding 3 to 4 picks, but we can still get a second first out of the deal. It's not going to be a great pick, but we could put that with the late seconds and move up maybe in this draft. So if that's a way to get value for MPJ, I'm open to it. But giving MPJ a full-on extension of 50 mil or something like that this summer doesn't make this team better. It's just going to keep us in a standstill until we're actually.
I understand we need more.
Maybe they so fed up with players they've decided to give coaches the money and just say, "All right, we just gonna sign niggas to little itty bitty contracts." I don't know, bro. I don't know what Joe is doing. I don't know what Sean what Joe is telling Sean to do, because they that's basically his minion, bro. I don't know. All I know is we just extended a damn coaching staff that sat here for 2 years and they were told to tank, and they still don't have a goddamn roster.
You don't have a number one guy, and that's what this comes down to. If I know who our number one guy is,
they don't have a roster. We don't even got a starting 5.
If I have the number one guy, I can construct a roster. But if I don't have the number one guy, I can't construct a roster. So they better hope and pray that May 10th actually is the best day of their lives, or else it's going to be the worst day of their lives, because you can't sell me that this roster with whoever we drafted 5 or 6 with this current group is going to get you to a top tier bracket. Like what they say, top 10 is the goal in the East. We're not even going to be top 12. If this roster stays
even if we do get one of the players that we want in the top 4, bro, like if everybody is hell bent on going through with the picks and letting these guys grow, it's gonna take more than one goddamn top 5 pick. Go look at what San Antonio is doing. Go look at what the Pistons and Orlando had to do to finally get where they finally became and get in the position that they are today. They needed multiple goddamn top 4 and top 5 picks.
Right, but it's a start, Leaf. At least having one number one guy is something. We can't work with what we got right now because we don't have a top guy. You have role guy connectors, and that is just bottom of the barrel right now. You need a number one focal point that Jordi can actually run his system through. You can't run it through a guy who's had 3 back surgeries right now. That is my whole point about this. And this is the word with extending this whole coach staff. Are you going to extend this guy because you can find nobody else in the market this summer? Or you think that guy is going to be the temporary number one and you're going to get somebody in this draft or last year that you think could be a number 2 to MPJ? I don't like that strategy. If that's the strategy, we're floating up Schitt's Creek right now. So May 10th could really be the game changer the Nets need, or it could be a nightmare day for the Brooklyn Nets. Like, that day could change the Nets' future for the next 10 years better than what it was the last 10 years we just had to go through. So it is a very important day. This coaching staff thing, I understand it, trying to build something right now, but you need the guy to build something. Every team has a guy right now you can work with at least. The Brooklyn Nets don't have that number one guy. To put it on Yeager or Nolan or who you get in this draft around the 5 or 7 bracket, that's a lot to ask. They're not going to get it quickly. It's going to take 2 to 3 more years at that rate. So this is a very important day, May 10th. And it's at 3 o'clock p.m., the draft lottery. May 10th, 3 p.m. They just did all the tiebreakers today. So Utah now has the 4th odds. Sacramento has the 5th odds. And OKC now can't get a pick at 9. But they still have a lottery pick at 12. And they still have a pick at 16. So the draft is set now.
I'm done listening. I'm done listening to that goofy shit, bro. Like, about these odds, bro. Like, fuck them odds, bro. Don't even try to, bro. Like, all they doing is just buttering Nets fans up, man, for a letdown. That's all they fucking doing, bro.
We'll see.
And no, we ain't got to see shit, man. We already know.
We're gonna see. We're gonna find out.
Why the hell am I supposed to trust them, bro? Like,
no, I didn't say you can't trust them. You can't.
No, you can't trust them, because the only team that was told that they could tank was San Antonio. San Antonio got Wemby every other year after that. A playing team got the goddamn number 1 pick. Y'all tell me how the fuck is this shit logical?
Yep. Well, it's illogical because we're working backwards. We're making the coaching staff the priority. We are the core of the roster. That's the funny thing. Like, I understand keeping Jordi, but the whole staff? Like, what is the plan? I want to know, is this Giannis a bust right now this summer? If that's all this is, okay, I'm here for the crazy ride. Got the popcorn. Hope the guy gets fired in the end. But if that is the plan here, Oh boy, this is going to be a train wreck potentially
It
with
could
Giannis
it could
on this
be it
roster
could
right now.
be it can be either something that we don't know that Sean knows. It's possible. It's
Sean don't know
possible.
shit, bro. Like
We saying that we don't. We saying,
Sean
and
don't know, bro. Don't
I'm
none of
number
them know
one.
shit. They just
I'm
rolling dice. That's all they doing.
I'm number one at Sean being the culprit of the downfall of the Nets right now. I'm down with the hatchet for Sean Marks. But what I'm saying is, if he knows something that we don't know,
He
and
don't know shit.
somehow
They
this
just
shit,
rolling dice.
I want this to be remembered. A Kid, Jelio, Jamal, people that's in the chat, remember what I said. Right now it looks bleak, but I'm saying it could be something we don't know.
We know what it is. It's the star
I'm just
hunting
saying,
thing by him and
just
Joe.
remember
That's
I
what
said that.
I know
Just
it's
y'all
Scott.
two, you and Leaf and John, y'all remember I said that. Just remember
But
I said
I
that.
know, but Scott, didn't I say when this before it started 2 years ago that Sean and Joe weren't going to change their stripes, that they weren't going to make development the main priority? I mean, even Jordy doesn't care about development. He wants to win.
Okay, I understand. I understand what you're saying. I
You need
understand
a
that.
core. You need a core to start winning. You can't win.
Jordy don't have no choice. He's not the GM. He's the coach.
Right. He's the coach. Right. He's
Like
going to do what he's going to do.
whatever they give him, bro, like he gonna
That's
have
what
to
he got to work
wonders
with. Yeah, he
Yeah,
got to work with what he give him.
chicken salad into a chicken dinner. That's what he's gonna have to work with.
Yes, that's
Well,
exactly what he's
yes,
gonna have to do, bro. Like,
yes,
I mean,
he is.
obviously,
yes, he's going to go out there
like,
and try to win.
Like, everybody is coming to the same conclusion that I knew 2-3 years ago.
But Leaf, I did say, I'm saying right now for Jordy, right? In Jordy's case, the clock is on now. The shit is hot.
The clock was on Sean Marks like years ago. The fact he might think he has more extra lives, like if there's an extension announcement from Shams, if there's an extension announcement from Shams on Sean, I'm gonna have to take a private day away from Twitter. I just can't.
Well, Sean been like we said, John. Me and you said the same thing. His seat is very comfortable.
It shouldn't be though. I mean, how
it is though? It is. I don't know why, but it is.
He hasn't done anything. If his resume was in any other sports organization, he wouldn't even be on that team anymore. Like, it's astounding.
His seat is comfortable.
His
seat is comfortable, and he's doing what he needs to do. He figured that he needs to do. I disagreed with the 5 picks. A lot of people going to disagree with whatever. Even if I was GM. And I made 5 picks, I'm quite sure somebody in the media, some of the fans are going to sit back and say, I disagree with what you picked. I'm positive of that.
I just couldn't believe he said drafting 5 rookies, mostly 3 point guards, was expediting rebuild. When you're expediting rebuild, you go after the areas where you think you can maximize how to build a team. Getting a center or powerful, you didn't need 3 guards. 2 would have been a good max number. But this is the problem with Sean Marks. Either he reaches too high on something or he reaches too low. He wants too much. He doesn't get enough. Like, I need a GM that's willing to be, like, balanced. He's an unbalanced person. Like, he's all over the place. Like, it is crazy. And if we somehow have a pick outside the top 5, I guarantee you he's going to strongly consider Kareem Lopez as a reach pick, which would just be a dagger. It would be a dagger at this point. So I'd rather have a new set of eyes on this team because I just don't see how he builds anything sustainable at this point. But you know what? If he goes after Giannis or Mitchell, then you know what? He's going to buy himself more time, and we're going to see another roller coaster ride that might not lead us anywhere, unfortunately.
Well, A-Kid said third options. When we were talking about MPJ's house getting the ball, if Joker and Murray are covered, that's MPJ. Yeah, he is the third option. I always thought he was the third option on that team. I always thought he was the third option. If they take the high pick and roll away from Denver with Murray and Jokic, then they swung the ball to MPJ in the corner. He would usually be open. That was the game. That was the game plan. I mean, I I'm not saying MPJ is the number 1 option or that, we should give him the bank and, I don't know. Listen, I can't say what the future lies ahead. Some people say he's going to ask for more money. I think we should try to ask him to take less money. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt to ask. The whole thing is, Sean, got to make it happen. You got to make it. You got to make it move. Make moves. You got to make guarantees. You got to tell people certain things. They got to get done.
I agree with you.
You know exactly what.
I just don't think he's the number one option. I think what Jellio was saying in the chat was that MPJ was playing like a number one option on the team, on this team. He was number one option on this team. That's for sure. That ain't even and he was on fire coming out the block. I mean, in a season where we were tanking. So, and how many losses? 60-something losses? Come on, man. How many losses do we need? We were in rebuild mode. We were definitely in rebuild mode. And it didn't feel good. And the only thing we had to lean on was MPJ coming in and dropping 30 points every night, the beginning of the season. That was all we were leaning on. Even when teams knew that's all you were doing, he was still doing it. So I'm not saying he's a number one option, but he's clearly no. He can clearly get his shot and stuff off. Clearly. So it is what it is at this point. But what I'm saying is, I'm gonna take a look. Net Press said that Paulo and Miles Turner could be an option. Paulo ain't leaving Orlando. Orlando ain't letting Paulo go. I don't care if you give them 3 number 1 picks. I know John wants Paulo to be, that's not happening. I'm telling you that's not going to happen. Ain't no way they giving him up. No way. No way.
I think,
no way.
I think we got to see where the Magic are a year from now. Let's say the Nets don't make no big move by then. The Magic is still a playing team. It's definitely a consideration for the Nets.
I mean, of course, I would love it to happen, but I mean,
and
if I was a fan of of Orlando, I'd be telling you, you know what you can do, because it's not happening. If I was a fan of Orlando Magic, I would say, listen.
Wait.
Get that out your head.
Time out. We need to listen. That Paulo shit is dead. Let me just say that right now.
Yeah, that's dead.
And the reason being is because a lot of people, it's a lot of Nets fans that try to pump up that Paulo to the Nets shit a large portion of the season. And they tend to forget that the game that Orlando played yesterday was based on Paulo yelling at the coaching staff and saying, "Yo, we need to change this shit up.
Run it through me." Right.
Not just run it through them, but just run it together. Because if you go look back at that game, they played a very collective unified game. Everybody in that starting 5 was in double digits. Everybody in that starting 5 got a steal. They defended. They rebounded. Suggs touched the tone. Just to harp on that game a bit, bro. And they all shared the basketball, and they all moved the basketball. And this is what Paulo was yelling at the entire coaching staff about. So that whole reality of understand something. These Duke products they not built to be 30-point scorers. They come from a program where you have to share the ball. Everybody gets touches. That's what Duke is. And it's one of the reasons why I don't believe in a lot of these Duke players. When they do too much outside of their body, here come a goddamn injury. When they focus on playing team basketball, like the Orlando did yesterday, that's the best version of Duke products. It doesn't matter who it is. I don't care if it's Zion. I don't care if it's Tatum. I don't care if it's Cooper Flag. I don't care if it's Paulo. I don't care who it is. And Boozer is going to do the same thing for whatever team he goes to. No, it's not no Duke hate coming, bro. Like, listen, the Duke the Duke history is already written in the books.
Leaf.
When
It
they
was
do
one. It
when
was
they do
game
when they
one.
do shit, when Duke products do more than what they supposed to do, here come a goddamn injury. It is
Leaf.
what it is.
Leaf, I think we've seen the Magic at their worst, at their best, at their worst, at their best. It's too much of a pendulum with that team. Like it was also game one. Detroit's gonna adjust. I think it's gonna come down to maybe game 5 or 6, let's say potentially. But I think Orlando's biggest problem is it's taken a lot out of them just to be on the same page. Like you said, with Paulo screaming at the coaching staff to do what he wants to do, and it's like there's a power struggle right there. And I think for Paulo, he just wants to be on a team where he doesn't have to do that. Where there's already a game system in play. He just has to execute. That's the problem with Orlando is I think there's too many chiefs in the kitchen and nobody's making the broth. So I think eventually he is going to leave that team. Now, he may not go to us specifically, but we're an option. But I just don't see how that team can be sustainable enough to be a legit threat. This was supposed to be their year, and they're fighting literally to survive every game right now. I don't see how that's going to be sustainable.
I don't think they bro. The playoffs.
I don't
just
think they
started.
fighting.
I don't think they fighting for anything. The playoffs
Word
just
up.
started.
I think they winning.
Playoffs just started, and they
Word.
dominate. They dominated.
I think they
They
winning.
dominated two. Hold up. They dominated two of the hottest teams since January. They
Yep.
dominated Charlotte. They
All right,
dominated Detroit yesterday. They
Wait.
dominated them.
Are we going to pretend we didn't see those 4 quarters of hell versus Philly where they literally looked like they didn't want to play together? Like, that was not even like a week ago. That was like a few days ago. Like, come on.
John, if you going back to that game to try to get Paolo off the team and onto ours, bro, that's a sad case.
No, that's not my case. My case is look at their whole season. It's been ups and downs. It's never been consistent.
Yes, and John, I
Because it
understand
doesn't.
that.
Because
You
the
talking
regular
about the
season
regular
don't matter.
season. You're talking
That
about
shit
the
don't
regular
matter.
season. You're talking about the regular season. I
That
understand
don't matter.
that. But now they got a chance to get all of that right now. They got a chance to get all of that right because guess what? All of their players is all back fully healthy and ready to go. And that's what you saw in the Hornets game, and that's what you saw in the damn Pistons game. That's what you saw. In 2 days, they had to fly from Orlando to Detroit, and they won both convincingly.
Yeah.
And they did it with structure. They did it with being connected on both sides of the ball, and they did it with a lot of hustle, a lot of physicality.
A lot of
Realistically, this team can play any type of way, and a lot of people in the NBA don't even know it.
Yep. They act like they don't see it, but I see it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Orlando is a scary team.
They're a scary team, but are they on the same page team? We'll see where they are after this series. They beat Detroit. Listen, you could say I'm wrong, but if Detroit comes back and still beats them, I just think the Magic are fighting against a tidal ocean right now of their own crap that they created. And I just don't think that's going to change.
I don't think they paying. I think what you hear in the media, players don't pay that shit no mind.
It's not. It's actually
at this level. That locker room. Whatever was said in that locker room between them and the coaches worked because they knew what they were talking about. And they kept it right in that locker room. They don't even watch the news. They don't even want to hear they fans or nothing. They on a mission as a team.
To survive.
Whatever you want to call it, but they making it work. They putting it together.
We will see if they could actually pull off a surprise upset. But if they don't,
if they continue their guard play like they've been doing, like I emphasize that guard play. If homeboy continue to play like that position well, then Paolo's wide open. He gonna do his Jizzo 1-on-1. Nobody in the league can stop him. 1-on-1, he got his move.
Joe, Jay's agree with Jay. You should buy that ticket. You're gonna win. No,
I'm telling you, Orlando is a scary team.
Listen, they are, of course, on the defensive end. It's the offensive end where we've seen a lot of struggles. Like some nights they know what they're doing, other nights neither one of them control the pace of the game.
But here's the thing: their offense.
The next two games go.
What a lot of people don't understand about their offense is that defensively they could get just as many stops, and physically they could hold and they can get to the free throw line a whole lot with Paolo and guys like Bane and guys like a lot of these guys They force pressure. Once they start to figure out what they're good at and start to make the game easier for themselves, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, kid, you said you can't
Said I
believe
can't believe I'm
it.
agreeing with
With
John.
John.
Might need to buy a lotto ticket. You might
Hey,
need to. You might need to
they
do that.
win.
You might need to do that, kid.
Hey, kid, all I'm saying is this. Paulo is not no great outside shooter. If he just plays his game and the rest of the team plays their game and they be physical as they been, they'll remind you of a team that was number 1 in the East, Detroit. But they can play both ways. I think they are a better running team than Detroit. That's what I really honestly believe they can, but they need Franz to step to the plate, man. They need Franz bad.
We'll
They
see how
need
these
him to
next two
step to the
games
plate.
go. I just think there's a lot of dysfunction on the Magic side. I think for Detroit, they got to get everything right. Like Jalen has to be a much better player the next game. The fact that he only had 4 shot attempts, that's a big no. They need their center to do the work. Man.
John. One thing I can say is, if there's dysfunction in the locker room, it ain't showing on the court.
It was
and, yeah, but I'm saying right now it's not. Right now it's not, dog. It didn't show these past couple of games. Sometimes pressure makes a diamond.
Or Paulo just reminding people how good he actually is. People are writing him off saying he's a damaged player, he's not a star, and it's like, really?
I'm just saying sometimes you need the criticism can bring the best out of you. It can. It can. It could be that. It could be that's all it is. It just can't be just talent. Because that team do have pieces on that court. They are a decent team. If you look at it on the paper, they are a very well decent team. Big, tall, and all, coming off the bench as well.
It's just they're too hot and cold for me at this moment. If this might get to a second round, I would give the favorite to the Cavs because the Cavs right now, I think they're destroying Toronto right now. What's the score right now in Toronto? I think they're up like 10, 11 points last I checked.
I know it's hard to see past it. I know it's hard. It's easier to go with teams that you figure have superstars on it. I get it.
No, you go with what teams actually not only have the right talent, but they're gelling chemistry-wise, and everything's just like a symphony out there.
I get it.
It's been like a bad rock concert where you'll smash a few guitars, smash a few drums, you'll sell out the crowd, but people are really going to be there for the whole thing. They're going to be running away. That's what I'm like with the Magic right now. That's how they've been this year.
All right. I can't argue with you with that. It can look like that sometimes, but I'm saying they you can't underestimate them.
No, I'm not underestimating them. It's just
I think a lot of people sitting back saying that they are kind of like dysfunctional, that something is going on with that team. I don't know. All I know is I watched the game. I watched them play, and I said, "Yo, listen. If they do this every night, whether they win or lose, they're gonna put pressure on everybody in the East." That's what I saw last game.
No, they like you said perfectly. They mirror each other. You at least said it. Like they match up styles wise. I think for Detroit,
oh no, they play physical. They're a physical team.
For Detroit, you can't run it all through Cade. Everybody has to contribute so you can have a great impact as a team. It's just right now, Cade's doing a lot of the work, and the other guys, I just think the rust, the layoff, definitely went against them. So this second game, there's no excuses. They got to deliver a W and tie this thing up, or else
what it is Detroit. What it was Detroit don't like the double. Detroit plays straight up. That way makes them tough. They play straight up.
Well, they're also trying to.
They don't want to double. They don't want to double when Paulo comes to the block, and that's messed up because Paulo's taking everybody they send to him.
Well, not even just that. They also try to break an 11 home game winless streak in Detroit. For the last times they've been at home in the playoffs, last 11 times, they haven't won at home. So that, too, is weighing over their conscience. They're actually good on the road, but at home in the playoffs, they've been – someone's just not, clicking for them. Maybe there's a pressure there to win in front of their fans, but that should excite them not scare them. And that's another thing that's weighing over their heads, not winning at home.
I always say the playoffs are like if it quacks like a duck, it walks like a duck. It is a duck. Stop giving teams that they ain't got time to think about pressure. They just want to play. When you're a baller, you just play. You don't think about pressure. It ain't pressure. You got beat. If you lose, you got beat. That's it. They ain't thinking, their mind can't think past the game. They know where their responsibilities are at. You just got beat. It's okay. You have to take that out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Minnesota Nuggets game goes later tonight. If Minnesota's down 2-0, it's very hard to see them win. They just said Anthony's dealing with runner's knee, the same injury that was slowing Curry down. We saw Curry in the plane; he couldn't run at all. So if Ant-Man had at least 80%, I think it's a wrap for Minnesota. I really do, and that should really start making people think about, is Ant-Man's future best suited being in Minnesota, or is potentially going somewhere else, because they don't have the assets to build a legit team around him right now. They're trying to make it work with Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert. And be honest with you, that was probably Rudy's best playoff game in a long time. He played the other day against Joker. He's been horrible in the playoffs the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy that he's now playing his best basketball, but the superstar is now injured. Like, I'm telling you,
I don't think
things up a lot.
Yeah. I wanted to answer this A-Kid thing. He said, so you think the Magic might make the second round? I can't really, technically, A-Kid, when I look at it, when I look at the league, I can't, it's almost like you gambling, and the odds are not in your favor. Sometimes you make a pick, and it's based on the best case scenario for a team, but injuries happen, things happen. Road conditions, traveling, I don't know. You had a bad meal, all kind of stupid shit happens.
Yeah, Detroit has to get the win, Jay, at the end of the day.
Coach makes bad substitutions. I mean, things happen. Referees make bad calls. I mean, I'm just saying. Shit happens.
No, for reals. And tomorrow, you're asking if Devin Booker's time's over in Phoenix. I said it to Scott and Leaf like a week ago. I said, yeah, I don't think they could win with Devin Booker and that young team. They look destined for a rebuild more so than contention. And because at the end of the day, I get they want to honor Devin's wishes of him being with his team for the rest of his life, but I don't see how that's good for the Suns organization, because they have young pieces, but they don't have necessarily a window to win in a crazy West right now. We just saw Wemby and the Spurs dominate Portland. OKC ain't stopping right now. You still have to worry about Denver. And then Houston, if they make a move this summer to add around their current core, then they're again a tough team. And the Lakers still have Luka, so I just don't see how the Suns can even be a top 6 team right now in a crazy West right now. So
yeah,
I do think their best option is moving Devin. And if the Nets want to go after a big fish like a Greek freak, I'd pair him with a Devin Booker. I think Devin Booker is an elite scorer, but Devin Booker needs his Batman to his Robin. So I do think Booker will be on the trade block in a year or so if the Suns don't make real grounds and really have to make that decision. Obviously, they don't like Devin, but it's just that his time with them just might be.
It's up to him. It's up to him. Yeah. It's totally up to Devin Booker. He might not want to leave. He's from the West. I mean, it's up to him. It's up to him. I mean, they ain't going to be like, oh, okay, you got to go. They ain't going to tell him to go, if that's what you're saying.
Well, I'm just saying that there's gonna be conversations at a certain point, because I mean the Jalen Green book, as fun as it is, I don't see that cracking a top 6 team potentially. I just don't see it for them.
Yeah, I don't see it neither. What you call him? A-Kid, yeah, I watched you think the Pistons are going to generally sweep the Magic? I'm not gassing up Magic. All I'm saying is them two teams are kind of the same. It's kind of the same. It's like looking at the same thing. Bully ball in the paint. And they got big players. They got a big lineup. That's all. I mean, let's put it this way. If the Magic goes 2-0, you change your tune? A-Kid? You think that'll change your tune? What it would take for you to go, the Magic ain't nothing to play with at this point? To me, it already looked like they ain't nothing to play with. Yeah, I think Booker. It might do Booker well to go somewhere else. That's for sure. That's for sure, Jamal. I think sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is good. He's been there for a long time. Nah, it takes an exceptional person to carry a team. I don't think we see that in many generations.
Knicks and Hawks just almost got into it. Mitchell Robinson, the Great Barrier Thief, just almost went toe to toe over some foul call stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Knicks is trying to bully them. Knicks want to bully. They want to go 2-0 up just in case they lose a game. They're gonna beat the Hawks. Man. The Hawks are a good team. They've been playing well, but they're young. They never been there. They never been in a situation like they in now. Oh yeah. Yeah, Booker never did anything, I mean, other than put up numbers. He put up numbers, but they wasn't winning. They wasn't winning.
Listen, Jamal, Devin Booker got to a finals, being a key piece with Chris Paul. So the Cam and Cam situation, totally different. I get it, both elite scorers, but Devin Booker, you had a window with him with that team they built with the Suns. So, there's a key difference there.
Yeah, Chris Paul. Yeah, the team with Chris Paul, though. Yeah, that was more on Chris Paul, though. Booker was just, Oh, how old is Booker? He's only 29, you saying, Jelio? But he lost athleticism. Okay. That's possible. That is possible. That is possible. I didn't think of it that way. Every time I think of Booker, I think of he's still in his mid-20s. He's more like 30. I know I didn't see in someone compared to Booker to CT. Yeah, it was. Like I said, Chris Paul was there, and that might have been the last hurrah of Chris Paul. Because at that time, I think Chris Paul was still, viable. He was still Chris Paul. In the past couple of years, he wasn't Chris Paul. He was Chris Paul getting a chat. Yeah. Okay. It takes a special person by themselves, for sure. AI was the only one I can remember too. Basically, everything ran through him. But that's why they got swept in the playoffs. They won, that's why they got gentleman's sweep. I mean, in the finals. Yeah. It was AI, the last one. Even Jordan couldn't do it by himself, which I always said Pippen was an all-star. A lot of people don't want to say that. But.
This upcoming draft is so special because I really do think AJ DeBonsa could be potentially that one guy you can really put a lot of the burden on. Not to like overwhelm, but a guy that can handle it. The guy played 40 minutes a night leading up to that tournament. He got kicked out the first round. The guy was fearless out there, putting the team on his back like that. Like that's what you miss about some of these star guys you could really draft is that when you put him on winning teams already, they don't get to be that main guy. But you put him on a team that's trying to do things somewhat the right way to build something real. Like that's how you know you have a real diamond in the NBA. And I feel like for the Nets, if
Yeah.
we get a Wilson, a Boozer, a DeBonce, or even a Pearson, who I'm not like all like high on, but I still think he's a great scorer. Like get one of those four guys. You have somebody that I think you could push to that level on this team. It's just we need that guy. It can't be Jordy and a philosophy that gets you where you want to get to. It has to be a guy to enforce said philosophy, and that's what this draft is about. Finding that guy that him and Jordy could be the leaders of this team, because that's what it's going to take.
Mm.
It really is.
Let me ask this question to everybody, and even the panel, even in the chat room. I'm gonna ask this one question: is it possible a team can be in like the Nets condition when this minimum go from tank to playoffs in one season? Is it possible?
It was possible for Wemby and the Spurs, but they had a lot of luck on their side with that. A lot of luck.
Mm.
For us, I don't think it'll be just like that unless you
I
go
don't
after
think you
some
need
big
a
players.
Wemby to get it done, though. I don't think you need a Wemby to get to the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. Is it possible that the Nets can go from the bottom of the East to the playoffs? And I'm not talking about play in. Is it possible? Have anybody? I'm trying to look for that in any records. Has any team ever did that? It's easy to afford to a Tesla. Hey, kid, I would take a 2025 Ford right now, too, though. I'll take a 2026 Ford right now or a 2026 Tesla. It don't matter to me. Do they both do the same thing? That's for sure. Yes, but one goes, they need a few trips to the shop to make it go. Yo, that's it. That's not fair. Some of them Teslas got to go to the shop right away, too, now. Don't lie. Depends on what part of the team this team's got. Oh, okay. It depends, right? Depends on what you put on this team. Yeah, I honestly, Jamal, I honestly think it's possible. I really believe that. I believe 3 pieces is what the Nets need. 3 moves. If they do 3 moves and one of these rookies come through, they'll be a playoff team in the East. I believe that. I honestly believe that. I want y'all to remember I said that. I'm not saying it, I'm just saying it from what I've seen or felt as I watched the NBA for over 50 years. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen. I just can't remember who done it, but I've seen teams go from shit, the low to playoffs. So I don't understand why people saying it's not possible to improve your team in one season. I don't get it. All you need is a couple of moves. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's all you need is a couple of moves. Now, do I believe you? Not with this roster, you don't think so, Jolio? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you can. I think we can. I might be naive, but I really believe we can. I'm banking on that the fact that that our number 8 pick in the draft plays like a top 10 pick. I'm betting on that. If he doesn't, then I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I was against trading for Giannis, but if we get a top 3 pick, I would make a big move for Giannis and Spider. That's why I said what I said. if we get a top 3 pick, we need shit to fall in favor. If we get a top 3 pick and get Giannis and or another player, even if it's one of the two, Spider or Giannis, that would make us a playoff team. That's why I said what I said. You can go from the bottom to the playoffs. That's why I said what I said. Because I could see that happening. I'm not saying it is going to happen. I'm just saying I could see it happening. Yeah, and they have MPJ already. So basically you have a 1, 2, 3. And you have a rookie that's coming back his second year who should be better, who you betting on that 8th pick to be better. Oh, just picture it this way. You have let me see. Let me think of for a second. On our roster, right? Let me take a look. Let me see if we just. All right. If Danny Wolf improves and Yegor improves, we keep Michael Porter Jr. Everybody else is flexible and can go, right? We keep Zion Williams, Day'Ron Sharpe, and we start Nolan at point guard in the NBA. If he improves, if Jordi can work on him this summer to get better, you get Giannis or Spider. You got Yegor, Michael Porter Jr., Spider, Danny Wolf. You have trading pieces, plus you drafted a top 3 pick in the NBA. That will put us in the playoffs. That will put us competing with the Hawks. That's what I'm saying. Well, that will put us in the level of competing with the Hawks immediately.
Possibly, but that's just to worry about the Hawks. They have a shot at a lottery pick too if they somehow get some lottery luck on their side.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that still put us competing with them, though, regardless.
I understand, but
we can't sit back and say they're getting better because they got a pick. That means they got to move. They got to move pieces.
They already have pieces. They're just missing a lead guard right now. The Hawks. That's the scary thing about the Hawks right now. If they had a lead point guard in this game, and CJ would be a perfect backup to that young star. But if you had that lead point guard, you'd be giving the Knicks a lot more frit right now than you are. You're just having to stay competitive because you have the wings. Oh, they just got a steal right here too. Whoa, it's a 1-point game. All right, now we got some basketball going on here. But I agree, Scott. I think for the Nets, this draft, like, of all the bad luck we've had, I really hope we get a little good luck, just a little bit, to at least have a cornerstone guy to work with. Because you need it. You may have the coach right now locked down, but it's that number one guy that everybody on that team is going to look towards for making those big shots.
I don't think it's that hard, John. I think it's just you need luck. I think what it is, you need a piece to fall in play. That's all. You need more than one piece, but you need pieces to fall in play. I get it.
You can't do anything without number one guy. At least most teams kind of have a number one guy right now. Whether they made trades to be desperate to get some notoriety, at least put themselves out there. A lot of teams have number one guys. We're one of the only few teams that really don't. And maybe these other connectors could be those third or fourth, fifth options, but you need the one. If you have the one, it makes it a lot easier to build the roster for the next 2-3 years to be a legit championship team potentially. But you can't get anywhere without the number one guy. So this draft has to do more than just fall in our favor. Like a top 3 would be great. Top 4 I can live with, but top 3 you really need if you want to take big steps in the next few years.
Oh, okay, hey kid, you got that right. I don't know about the Hornets. You consider that the play? It is the playoffs. The play-in is the playoffs, though. To me, a lot of people say that's not the playoffs. Okay, even so, yeah, Jersey did do it. Jersey went from worst team to finals. They went to the finals. We've seen playing teams so far go from playing to the finals. We watch Miami do it.
Yeah, Jamal.
Yeah, so I mean, it happens, and that's why I say when people say, "Well, if we get this number one guy, we ain't going to be competitive. We still need time." That's not true.
Oh, it's definitely not true. You get them one guy, you have a guy who can score. What I know about at least 3 of these top
But it
four
might not be from the draft, though, John. It might be who you pick up. It might not be from the draft. You can't keep saying that because it takes time for the guys in the draft to get acclimated to the NBA. I don't care how you twist it.
If you get the number one guy, it's a huge part of the pencil figured out. It's just adding around that. But if we don't get a top 4 guy, then of course maybe it's somebody in the market. But if not,
no, you're going to need somebody from the market anyway. Period.
Right.
Period.
But Scott, it can't just be the market purely anymore. I get we all say the Brooklyn.
Not only. I didn't say. Well, we got Yegor. Yegor's supposed to turn into something.
Well, we hope he could turn into something. It was never we thought this guy was going to turn something.
What are you saying? AJ DeBasta is like LeBron James?
He is potentially one of the best number 1 picks we've seen.
Are you saying is he like LeBron James?
He's got aura. I'll give you that. He's got aura.
No, are you saying, because I remember LeBron James in high school killing people. So I'm just saying, are you saying AJ DeBasta reminds you of LeBron James?
He reminds me of a pure athlete with a great scoring pedigree. That's who he reminds me of.
Oh, that's what you... I wouldn't bet on that. I ain't gonna bet on that.
I would bet on that because
I think he's good, but I don't think he's.
If you had the band, Yegor might be a second or third option legitimately because Yegor's main role.
He ain't coming in being the number 1 option.
Really?
I don't think so. I think he need to learn. I think he might need to learn a little bit because it ain't gonna be that easy for him to get to the rim.
Scott, if he actually is drafted to a team that needs him to be that guy,
well, that's luck. Then that's luck. Then
a team that's already competing for something. Of course, he's gonna have to learn because he's not.
I don't know if he's a number 1 though. I don't know if he'd be a number 1 coming in.
He would be for my book. But they would say
I mean, he'll be a number 1 to you. But I mean, if you didn't go and get Giannis, or he wouldn't be a number 1.
Oh, of course not. But he'd still be the future of your team. But Giannis is the present. Giannis isn't the future. The guy you draft, if it is an AJ or a Peterson or a Wilson or even Boozer, that is the future. My thing is this: no matter what the Nets do, if they decide to do something crazy or big the next 2 or 3 years, at least having that one franchise guy locked down, whether that actually works out or doesn't, that's how the Nets can move forward. They've never had a homegrown star franchise guy in 10 years. I'm just saying, Scott, if you haven't experienced it yet, you don't know what that's like. And we've seen with other teams what that's like. Like, I just think this front office, we really need that if they want to go after some big stars in the future. At least having the homegrown guy, if that star stuff fails again, it's a great fallback plan. It's a great fallback plan for a team like us. Because for us, our fallback plan has always been recycling draft capital or screwing ourselves over. Like, it'd be nice to have the franchise guy at least this time around.
I think Jamal, I think they might not even use Yegor as a point guard. I really don't believe that.
That to me is like the most ludicrous thing. Like, why did you draft a guy if you didn't want to be a point guard? I get trying to experiment at the small forward position, but
I think he's more of a connector. He's more like a dual piece. Like, you can put him at 2, you can put him at 1, depending on how shit is. You know what I'm saying? He can substitute in for 3. You know what I'm saying? Like he's that utility piece.
I would play him at 1, 2, 3 interchangeably depending on matchups. I think it's the best way to utilize Jaguar. Not having just your 2. If you want to be a 2 just because of what he does offensively, okay, but you should move his role around on the court because if he does get stronger, It's going to make his game more versatile. I think that's the one thing we need Yegor to be, is versatile for the Nets if they want him to legitimately be a potential top 4 or 5 option in the future. So I wouldn't just keep him away from point guard. A guy that's 6'9" with playmaking abilities, you don't
Yeah.
just put that in the background and say you're just a scorer. No, I wouldn't do that. But we'll see how this summer goes. I think for these sophomores, they're not rookies, but they're sophomores, their progression, how they get stronger with their bodies are going to be key factors to watch, because that'll let us know if these guys are going to come into training camp a lot better and ready to really show that they can make a big impact. Because I think what this organization will do is they're going to bet on a few of these guys to really be those guys. So we got to hope that this summer is huge for a lot of them, because
Yeah.
it has to be if that's the case. But we'll see what happens with the draft, and that's what's going to start this whole free agency and stuff, is how we do in this draft. So hopefully May 10th we get a little luck. I'm even happy with a top 4 at this point.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to work out. I have a feeling it's going to work out. Right now, see, the thing about it is the Hawks playing with the Nets, but they not beating the Knicks. It's like you playing with your food, but you don't want to eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta let the Knicks know that you're gonna take over. But listen, it's another half. So
it's the problem with starting Jalen Brunson for a whole quarter. You're gonna have to rest him in that second quarter. And this is where the Hawks are trying to learn from last game. The moment the flopper's out the game, that's our chance to make ground. And that's why I look at teams like Boston and Cavs, how they separate themselves, is they have the stars, they have the bigs, they have the role guys. I just feel like for the Knicks, it's just they lack sometimes on the defensive end, and that could really screw you over. And for the Cavs, they just got to take care of business and go up 2-0 tonight. Meanwhile, for the Hawks, just keep fighting right now. That's your best bet, is keep fighting. See if you can maybe get this game as close as you can to a tie before the last quarter and a half. This is still a second.
yeah, it's still a second, but they stay within 5, but that's not. You lose at 5. You lose with 5 points. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. You going home no matter how you look at it. What's the question here? John Yo said, how much you paying Watson though? Who's Watson?
Payne Watson from Denver. I wouldn't go higher. I wouldn't Payne Watson from Denver. I wouldn't go higher than like 20, 22
Watson
million.
from Denver, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go higher than $22 million. If the guy wants 25 to 30, I'm not doing it. I think Payne Watson's a good young scorer. He's a much improved player, but he's not a guy you break the bank on to be relevant. You don't have to do that. Let Denver financially handicap themselves with that situation, since we do own a pick of theirs. But yeah, I just think for the Nets, like, we got to make some moves. Homegrown star, with respect to all-time Brook Lopez. Yo, listen, I wouldn't mind bringing Lopez back as like one of those veteran center mentors for our bigs and stuff like that. I feel like Brook Lopez should end his career in Brooklyn one day, so I wouldn't rule that out potentially as, a veteran piece to add to his team. But
yeah, he definitely. You don't want to overspend on him. That's for sure.
Oh, I would get Lopez at like a minimum contract. He's
no,
at
I'm
that.
talking about Watson.
Yeah, Watson. Yeah, I wouldn't give him a big contract. Let Denver find it. Denver might actually have to trade Cam Johnson to make that work, which is so ironic, considering that we traded him for MPJ and a pick. Like, yeah, Denver, I think they're gonna have some issues in a few years with their cap bills and stuff like that. But if they re-sign Joker, they better win with him, or else that whole situation could get nasty.
Did they let Lopez go?
No, he has an option, a team option, I believe. I think the Clippers are going to let him go, though, because I think if they don't re-sign Kawhi or extend him this summer, I think they're going to trade him and start with a young core. They're going to try to get younger pieces, so I can see Lopez become a free agent potentially.
Yeah, hey kid, that's my thing with, and I wanted to bring that up with John. John said we don't have a lot of things, but John don't realize I've seen the Nets come from the ABA. We had everything.
That was a long time.
We was a championship team. It doesn't matter. Does it matter?
different time zones, different rules. Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's still ball. It's the same team. I'm just saying, it's the same team. I've seen it. I mean, that's what made me fall in love with them.
Yeah, but that's just it. In this era,
I know you haven't seen it. That's what you saying because you haven't seen. I get it. I get it though. I get it. You want to see it too.
But Scott, that was an era where you didn't know who was a star. Like you said, it was a team.
Oh no, we knew Dr. J was a star. He was a star on the streets.
Yeah, but
that's
Dr.
why
J
I said. This is why I say what I say. If you see people in college ball, organized ball, just like Leaf said, there's organized ball. Cool. You got skill, you got, I'm just saying you kind of know who's gonna be the guy before they even get to college. You kind of know that already. You can look at him and say, yeah, nah, ain't nobody can hold you and you 15, 16 years old already. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. Grown men can't even hold you. When you see organized college ball, it's different, man. It's kind of different.
What's great about that previous era was physicality was a huge thing, and it mattered. It means as long as you could physically, outgun your way through matchups, you earn those wins and stuff like that. Problem with this era is physicality isn't that big of a deal. It's all about the fancy shooting. Let's copy Curry's. Let's copy. That's what I don't like about Brooklyn is like you can make yourself distinct from everybody else because you're Brooklyn.
They don't have to. They don't have to. We watched somebody on a team on Denny Avria. His game. Look at his game. It can't get no more. It can't get no more physical. It can't be. He's playing football. He ain't playing basketball.
Yeah, but I was thinking about that.
So it ain't a different era. It's just the way the people play. It's the way the kids want to be.
Everybody does it like that. Everybody has to be the fancy scorer.
I think
my problem with Brooklyn is we draft guys that don't fit that. Derek Whitehead, Jalen Wilson. We drafted a lot of players that don't fit the Brooklyn grit, the Brooklyn way. And that's my whole problem with the organization. It's like you keep talking about grit and all this stuff, but it's like you don't even draft the people that do those things you want them to do. That's what mind boggles the crap out of me. And guys like Jay and Jelio know that too because they've had to see the bad product put out there with guys that they showed us a little flash of something, but they never took care of it. And it's just I want us to have guys on this team that actually do mean the Brooklyn culture, mean the Brooklyn grit, mean the Brooklyn way. But you do have to also get talent, too, in the market that actually want to represent that brand, too. Our problem with the Katie Kyrie James thing is those guys didn't give a crap about the Brooklyn culture. They cared about being stars.
I think they did. I think they did. I think they cared. I don't think they didn't care. There's no such thing. A baller don't go into court and not care about them balling. That's not how it works, John. You don't think that way, no matter even if it was on a street corner. You got your own pride to your game. I know even when I play ball in a park, I wanted to win, especially the little tournaments that we played. I wanted to win. I didn't give a shit about anything else.
Yeah, I just wish the guys we've had on this team the last 10 years cared fully about that. It feels like we have guys on the team that never fully cared about the sustainability factor. It was like you had names. You had guys that were past their prime, and it's like
I think I honestly
having a core matters. Is all I'm saying. I
know what you're saying, but what I'm saying is when you look at it's in order to win, it's your organization. It's the ones that you don't see on the court causes the problem. That's where the problem comes from.
And that's where that whole problem with GM is. You've seen this bridges with people: Cam Thomas, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Spencer Dinwiddie. And he's still here trying to build those fake phone relationships. And that's another thing. You can't get guys to be a part of this long term if they're ready to leave first chance they get. And that's what's got to change too. The fact that Nick Claxton is the highest paid rookie guy you've ever kept on the team, that screams volumes. Also, Day'Ron too, but Day'Ron's making no $20 million salary, I don't think, ever, even though his skill set as a rebounder is elite. But Nick Claxton is the one guy that they've drafted and paid. Everybody else, they haven't. So it's like, that tells you a lot too. Like, I just feel like for the Nets, like, it would have been nice to draft a young core these last 2 years that we fully believe in, but these young guys still have hoops to go through. And I hope with Jordy's extension today that those relationships this summer can be solidified more, because the expectations are higher now. There's an expectation to get better, an expectation to win more, to make it matter. So we got to see if that actually means something. Now we just keep hearing the same BS campaign speech at the end of the season. We're so proud of the effort, so proud of the development, so proud of yada, yada, yada. Like, we're done with the phony BS. It's like, we got to see some results now. There should be no tank talk going to next season. And if we do see it, and next season this team didn't get better, how can we still keep this guy in charge? Hell, how can the owner still think this is all fine and dandy? Like, things got to get a little better this summer as far as expectations of where we want to be as a team and as a base. I think the base is unified in the fact that we want to get better, that we want to be better. It's just, does the front office believe they can be better right now is the question.
Right.
But we'll find out. Meanwhile, the Hawks are putting up a good fight right now against the Knicks.
Yeah, they trying to hang in there. They need to take the lead, though. You need to take the lead. Just stay. Well, there you go.
It's keeping defensively savvy, like I said last game. Wear the Knicks down. Force them to take bad shots. Like, you don't have to make bad shots to keep up with them. Slow them down and take your opportunities when they come. That's what the Hawks got to do right now. Slowing the game down is how they can make up some ground here. What was that? Man, these Knicks, man. Whew, every time somebody goes by them, they fall on the ground.
Yeah, they looking for the foul. they looking for the call.
I think I saw Landry Shamet slip on his ass at one point this game. Nah, but it's definitely a better fight from them right now.
Yeah, listen, hey kid, I don't have no trauma. I mean, I don't think the worst for the Nets. Honestly, I honestly believe right now, I swear, right now, the way I feel about the Nets, signing Jordi was a good thing. I don't know about his coaching staff. I don't know about the people that did the drafting. I'm not sure about our GM. I really not, because I don't know what their motivation is. But what I do understand is I thought Jordi did a decent job, and considering that we're what they wanted him to do. They wanted him to tank. They wanted him to rebuild the team. They wanted high draft picks.
You know what scared me in Sean's exit interview? They asked him, like, how do the rookies, how is the program enforced for the rookies? You know what he says? He says, the front office typically, let's say, has kind of a say in what we're looking for from the guy we want to do. And then the coach staff, obviously, I'm like, what he should have said was the coaching staff, that's their job. I'm just here to get the names and the people together. I feel like Sean Marks has had more of a say than he should on what we're trying to do in the NBA. And it's like, he shouldn't, because I don't think he even understands what schemes are, what players we need. Like, he always drafts the same type of players, Scott. Yeah. Like, that is an egregious problem on his part. Like, you keep drafting undersized bigs. You need an actual 7-footer that can play defense, have some postcard moves. And it's like, if we go into next season with this Claxton-Clowney tandem, we're not getting better. Like, if you could upgrade those two spots, I think our starting lineup might be decent next year. But if Clowney and Claxton are still this guy's answer to a lot of issues, I don't see how this program's going to get any better. So those are two spots I really think we got to transform this summer, whether that's moving Claxton or putting Clowney on the bench and drafting a power forward, potentially in top 4. Like, that's where the Nets should go at this point. If you could address your power forward spot and you have all these guards, I think there's a balance potentially to be built there. But it's tough. Like you just said, we don't know what Sean Marks' motives are almost ever. And that's a scary thing. Like, one day we hear breaking news, we got Giannis, so we got somebody, and the base is going to lose their mind.
Yeah, but that's why I said we really don't know. That's what I said. People keep talking about like we know. We don't know. We don't know what his motivation is.
Like, remember 2013 when we did when we came to Brooklyn and we got Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. Nobody knew that was going to happen. Like, Scott,
Right. I
nobody
know.
knew that. And they didn't even look like they wanted to be there in that press conference. Paul
Nobody
Pierce.
knew we was going to have Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that shit.
They keep
Nobody knew that. It
doing
just
that.
came out of nowhere. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Everybody was happy as hell. You can't tell me y'all wasn't. Because I know I was. I was like, oh, it's on now. And I didn't, you know what? I started worrying because I know the media. I know how this place is.
They keep things very under wrap, and that lack of transparency is why the base is always unsure of who Sean
Yeah,
Marks
but
is as a GM.
he should have kept it under wraps when he got it, though. That's not you keeping the wrong thing under wraps. It's about keeping what you got. It's like when listen, I'm going buy a Tesla, like homeboy A Kid said. I buy a Tesla and I never drive the shit. I keep it in the fucking garage. What's the sense of even having a Tesla then?
Yeah, it's just to screw with them sometimes. But this summer's pivotal. It can't be any screw ups. It just has to be progress. And listen, Jelly, Noah Clowney's best skill is his 3-point shooting, but his 3-point shooting is not exactly like a high percentage clip. And he even admitted, I do give this credit to Noah Clowney, he admitted all the faults he pointed out. He's too inconsistent. Defensively, felt like he took steps back. Offensively, felt like he took a few steps forward. But he even said, I'm too inconsistent. That's the problem with Clowney. You had a full year to show all the growth and development you've had the last 3 years. You dropped the ball, and now we're looking at a Boozer or Wilson potentially, and that's your replacement. He'll still be part of the team, potentially as a bench guy, but if he can't even handle a bench role like he failed to do at the beginning of this past season, I don't see how Noah Clowney is a long-term fit for this team, because if your best attribute is shooting threes, I don't know if that's what I want out of a 6'10", 6'11 guy that should be able to physically dominate more in the interior. So, yeah, Noah Clowney's contract situation I'm not worried about, but I definitely think we do need a huge replacement at power forward, and hopefully that's in this draft. I just don't see it working with Noah Clowney as a starter right now.
Yeah, he would look better with a better talent. Listen, if we giving Jordi a pass, you have to give the players a pass. You have to. You can't just sit back and go, oh, you know what? I'm scoring right now. I'm feeling good. I'm getting busy. Oh, Jordi subbed me out and put the rookies in. And then that's supposed to be good for me. How am I supposed to get off and show you what I got? And if I show you what I got, we're gonna win games. I can't go with that. I can't sit back and be naive to what they were doing. They were rebuilding the team. They were tanking for a reason. Now the Knicks put it on them. And that's what I mean about experience. You catch up and then you fall right behind. You're not ready yet. You're not ready. Now you're going tick for tack. Yeah, we need a real center. That we do need. And Wolf is not a center. I don't care what nobody say. I want to see it. If people say he is, I want to see him play it. Because he sure enough, when he played it this year, boy, did it look bad. Did it look bad?
You talking about Clowney, Scott?
No, I'm Wolf in the center.
Yeah, well, what I like about Wolf is when he ran point guard as a point center, our team looked very competent when he first got called up from the G League. And it's like, I wish we could have kept running him at that spot, but we moved him to the 3, to the 2, to the 4.
I think they did that on purpose. They did it on purpose. I think Jordi don't want to show you anything. He don't want to win games.
But you want the players to get a little better,
yeah,
right?
but how you going to do that and win games? How you doing both? You can't do both.
Scott,
because the players ain't going to miss shots on purpose. If you asking the players to miss shots on purpose, you lose the locker room. You lost the whole team. You even lost your rookies because your rookies sit back and see, oh, you don't even give a shit. That's I don't get it with a lot of people. You think that they just not people, they people. I mean, players are people. You cannot tell them to not go out there and compete. You can't tell them that. I don't get it. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Leave him in the spot because that's his spot, and he's effective. It's going to lead to winning games, man. It's going to lead to winning games. And I understand the only thing you can ask them for these rookies to learn is to be in a situation where they saw how they never played this many games. First of all, they never been in 70 games, 60, 70 games. Then for them to see sets and see different defenses and and know what they need to work on. Because clearly Wolf is not the greatest shooter that we thought he was. You need to work on his shot. Yeah, you're asking Clowney to play in the paint and all this shit with people that rookies, I mean, come on. Come on, dude. I'm not saying that he's not expendable. Everybody on this team is expendable, to be honest with you. Word. Everybody. Nas Reed. Yeah, I like his game 2 years ago. For some reason, it seemed like it fell off, but it could be like a team thing. They might have an opportunity to get him now. What is Nas Reed's contract? Let me see.
It's interesting he brings up Nas Reed because me and Breezy talked about a potential MPJ for Nas Reed swap this offseason, which I'm not sure if that is a realistic possibility, but Nas Reed would be a welcome addition to the Brooklyn Nets potentially as a four.
He's a decent player. He averaged this season 13.5.
He definitely gives you a lot of good defensive tangibles. A former six man at his height, which is ridiculous. He shoots threes. He gives you some interior play. He plays defense. Like I feel like for the Nets, like that's a guy you could pair potentially next to a DeBonsta, let's say, or if you trade for Apollo or whatever. Like Nasri can give you a lot of good interior play defensively as well. So he's definitely a guy I wouldn't mind adding to this team. And if you could get, let's say, a Hartenstein for Claxton trade going, having a Hartenstein Nas Reed front court, that's interesting. That's something I would consider too. It's just I think for the Nets, you definitely got to improve your front court. One of our biggest weaknesses, our front court is not up to snuff right now. You have all these guards, but if you can't have big players to help them set screens, how are guards ever going to get any type of consistency off on our team? I really do think you got to improve that front court tremendously this summer.
You see how the Knicks ended the half? You see how they put up? They were well under 17. They put up 10 points with the quickness in under 2 minutes. That's how you win games. That's how you win games. Every end of every half, you end the game positive. You end it positively. That's how you win. That's how you win playoffs. For real.
A lot of credit for playing much better defense on them, but the third quarter they definitely got to keep doing what they were doing the second quarter, which is put pressure on them.
They need to worry about going into the final minutes of the fourth quarter.
I genuinely think the Knicks. I don't see it, man. I think the Celtics and potentially Cavs, they're just a lot better put than this team is right now. I think the Knicks are just having to really rely on Brunson so much that if you can somehow isolate Brunson, take him out the equation, I don't see how that Knicks squad can stand on 2 feet, really. Like Brunson again was making some clutch shots at the end of that second quarter.
Yeah.
But is that going to last, especially against Eastern Conference Finals or Finals? I don't see it. Meanwhile, Cavs are about to go 2-0 against the Raptors, and I really think the Cavs just got to put a wrap on this at this point, get it done in Toronto, and move on.
Yeah, let me take a look at the rest of the NBA. Yeah, they up. Yeah, that's pretty much over. That's over.
Oh, that's a good one, Jay.
I think the only thing is have a respect for the veteran coach. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, I ain't gonna say it's not. I need more than Nas Reed if I trade. I mean, you ain't lying. His numbers are not all that. I was trying to figure out how they don't use Nas Reed as a starter. You're giving up a starter. You need to end the quarter strong to win game. Damn, I thought you needed to finish the game. No, I'm looking at it in two halves. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it at two halves. Yeah, it's how you end the game too. That's the second half. Yep. Because you're giving them confidence, and when they go into that locker room, they coming out knowing that they can end each half with a positive. That's how they see it. That's why the Knicks came out in the second, third, last 3 minutes and played a certain way. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what Mini-Me do. That's what he does. He knows that if I put the dagger in your ass in each half, that you're gonna fold. Yeah, Javon. Yeah. What's up, Javon? What's good? Yeah, it's been kind of, the West games. I mean, it's boring because my team ain't there, but but I'm just saying, I'm looking to see what loose change is going to come out of it, because when some of these teams that we think that's going to go to the finals, it ain't going to only be 4 teams in each conference finals. It's going to be 4 teams. It's going to be 2 from the East, 2 from the West. The rest of the teams are going to be like, damn, they're going to be mad as hell, because winning a round doesn't mean nothing to them at this point. They trying to get to the finals, meaning that you got to get to the East. You got to get to your East and West conference finals. To the rest of the teams that got to the playoffs are going to be like making moves. They're going to want to make moves. That's when Sean need to get that change out of his pocket and start making moves. But I don't know if Sean Marks is capable of it. Be honest with you, he's been too comfortable with the Nets, man. Way too comfortable. I need you to act like you desperate. This game is over. Cleveland going to win this game. I knew Toronto wasn't, That could have been us. That could be us next year. I mean, I don't want that same result, but I mean, we can make the plan. We can be better than Toronto next year. with the right moves. He need to make the right moves. You're right, though. Yeah, Nas Reed, I don't know about that. John wants to just get rid of Listen, I think Claxton is not a center. So I don't agree with Leaf and John totally with that. I understand what they mean. Sometimes change is good. Getting rid of Clax could work out in our favor, but you got to replace him with something. You can't say Wolf is the replacement because he's not. He doesn't play above the rim. He's not a shot blocker. He don't even come across as one. Don't. Once they figure you ain't got a shot blocker, oh my God. Oh my God, half the league is gonna want to do highlight reels on you. Hell no. Come on, man. Y'all. Nah. Getting rid of Claxton, I get it, but you gotta replace him. Dayron's kind of but he act like he eating a little too many hamburgers or some shit because he gets tired real fast. Claxton runs the floor better than he does, but he's thinner, of course. But that's not no excuse. It ain't like Giannis is then, and he runs the floor like crazy, cardio like a mug. Stop eating hamburgers. Stop. Don't follow what I do. That's what I'm saying. Shit, I ain't running up and down the court. You is. You can't have that. All right. This game is over 112 to 113, 103, 112 to 103. The Cavs won. Let's see what else is going on in the NBA. I watched the Spurs and the Trailblazers play, and I thought that was an interesting game. I get it with the way they play. Like Wimby is he's an anomaly, man. But he only played 30 minutes. Well, let me see how many minutes he played. He played 33 minutes. Excuse me. I thought it was 30. He put up 35 points. He was 13 for 21, 5 for 6 from 3. He is an efficient 3-point shooter. 4 for 5 from the line, 5 rebounds. Castle got more rebounds than he did, but the whole team rebound well. Fox got 5, 8 assists. Fox got 8 assists. Castle got 7. They got 2. When is Dylan Harper going to be able to play? He's going to have to be. He's getting minutes, but he's not getting as many minutes, and he's not being utilized. Well, he's growing. Let's just put it that way. At least he's on a team that's in the playoffs. He's going to see what it is and what it takes. Dylan Harper is going to be a great backup piece, but he should be a starter in this league. Should be a starter. He should have his own team. But he ain't going to be with this team. That's the point I'm trying to say. He's never going to get that opportunity. Never. Not with this team. So. They got an interesting team. The Trailblazers. They're not going to beat the Spurs. They just don't have an answer for that freak Wimby. They ain't got an answer for that shit. And they got great guard play. When your number one rookie that projected to be in the top 3 and that you drafted is still sitting on the bench. That's talent wasted. I swear to God, it's talent wasted. Talent wasted. Gonna go to waste.
Yo,
What's up?
this shit live?
No,
It's not live. This is last night. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
You
last
got
night.
the sign off. Yeah, Wimby was doing shit I ain't never seen before. That's
what I was
ridiculous.
saying. That's ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. It ain't gonna last long. It ain't gonna last long. It's not. It's not gonna last long. I know for a fact it ain't gonna last long. Nobody. Come on, bro. He not supposed to be moving like that.
He carried the ball though.
He did. He damn sure did, but he ain't supposed to be moving.
He
like
carried
that.
the ball. He carried it. It's okay.
He definitely did.
It's
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
He carried.
I didn't. I wasn't watching any of the games tonight. Shit. I think Toronto had played, and Cleveland already won. The Knicks is up by 7. Bro, these first round matchups is ass, bro. Like this ain't no damn contest. Come on, Atlanta.
No, it's not. It's not Atlanta. Atlanta's not ready for
Toronto, bro. Get these teams out of here, man. Come on, man.
Nah, they not ready. They're not ready.
No, they not ready.
But this hypes up the game and it hypes up the markets that playing that they've been hyping up. They've been hyping up the teams that you see in the top of each division, each conference. That's what they've been doing.
They have, but I mean,
so
Detroit is the only team that's really under some pressure.
Yep, sure enough. They are.
Because goddamn Celtics and Knicks, man, they done took the easy way out. The Lakers got an easy series because they don't know when KD coming back.
Yeah, KD need to retire.
Yeah, KD need to call it a day.
Word up. I getting sick of them motherfuckers. pushing all these motherfuckers constantly, man.
These niggas is cooked. Like get them out of there. They're done.
Yeah.
Cleveland won tonight. Harden had 30. The Spider had 30. Mobley had 25.
They're gonna be a tough team to beat. I just don't know about Harden, man.
It's not gonna be up to Harden, bro.
You think it's the front court?
Yes, they front court. It's gonna be up to Mobley and Allen, bro. Mobley and Allen gotta dominate. They gotta dominate. Like y'all two mismatched nightmares, bro. Like in the front court, bro. Y'all have to put y'all stamps on these. Y'all gotta dominate.
Yeah, they gotta dominate.
They gotta dominate. Simple as that.
What's going to be a fun series?
What?
Whatever teams that you know what's going to be fun series. I think that might happen. It ain't right now though. Oh no, Orlando and Detroit is a interesting series.
Orlando and Detroit. The Nuggets and the Wolves. Um, I had high hopes for that series, for it to be a competitive series, but if we really looking at like the benefit, the benefactor of it, I mean, the Orlando Detroit series, I don't think Orlando could beat Cleveland. I don't think they could
Okay.
beat Cleveland. I just don't.
Mm.
I don't think they could beat Cleveland.
They guard play. That's what you think it is, or yeah, more or less they guard play.
I don't know. I don't even know if it's that. Well, no, they guard play got better, so I do think they could beat Cleveland because they got Desmond Bain now.
Oh, sure enough, that's right.
They
Yeah,
got Bain. They got Bain and Suggs in the backcourt.
they
So
need Suggs to play. They need Suggs bad, man.
Orlando. I don't really give a shit about the Knicks or the Celtics, man. I think they two bozo teams. Um, the Knicks is waiting to play. The Celtics is waiting to get back on the Knicks.
Sure enough.
For last year.
They gonna.
I mean, they getting their get back for no reasons. They should have swept them last year anyway. They blew 2 18-point leads.
Yeah.
They should have dominated the Knicks. They dominated the Knicks the whole damn season and then blew them leads in the playoffs. So everything that happened to them is their own fault.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, they definitely need to get down.
Yeah, they do.
Detected at your front door. Motion detected at front door.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that the fun series for me is the Magic and the Piston. I mean, that's the most interesting to me.
That's the only series. Realistically.
Yeah, because the Knicks and the Hawks is not getting it for me.
That ain't a series, bro.
Nah, and the Cavs and the
That's not a
Raptors,
series.
Cavs and the Knicks supposed to win this.
Toronto and the Hawks, Toronto and Atlanta are not comp.
Right. Yeah, they're not competition.
Philly is not comp.
Yeah. 76ers is not comp to the Celtics right
They
now.
not. They not comp to anybody.
No. And the Timberwolves and the Nuggets, that's competition. Now that's gaming. They playing. They believe me. Anybody sleep on each other, they're gonna lose.
Well, I think the Nuggets.
The Nuggets are a better team though right now.
I think the Nuggets is gonna win that series, but
Me too.
I think the Timberwolves' problem is that they lack of creation all over the court is just not. It's just not there, man. Like you're not gonna beat that versatile of a team. They got lucky once, bro. They're not gonna get lucky again. I just don't see it. I mean, Minnesota, they beat them once, bro, but I don't think they're gonna get lucky again.
The Suns ain't no competition for the Thunder.
Suns ain't no comp. Get them out of here.
Honestly, I think the Rockets are done. That's going to be interesting.
This cup been on the thing. I poured this in there, baby.
I don't know about the Rockets, man.
Why you
I
always
just
think I'm
don't
lying
know.
to you?
Because you sometimes lie to me.
I don't lie to you.
And I find out.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
This cup was on the sink.
Sure it was.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, bro. Why don't women listen? They don't.
So
Damn.
yeah, I mean, the teams that we mentioned that really not ready, they really not ready. Shit. So I think the next round, the second round,
the second round is going to decide. That's going to decide like who's
for real,
like who's who, bro. And basically, I think we'll know by the second round who's going to win it all.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you could tell who's playing really good. That you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out in the second round.
That's a fact.
Oh, next year? I don't. The thing is with KD, you don't know when this shit gonna fall apart.
Exactly.
See, that's so then.
But the thing is, they shouldn't have never went after Kevin Durant in the first place.
Right. They should have just stayed somehow.
They should have just stayed the course with their young players, got better, and improved, and did that. You know what I'm saying? This is what happened when you make one trade too fast. Like you don't go after the number one. You don't go after a number one guy that fast after you just peaked at a 50-win season with a young team. That's stupid.
Yeah, that don't make no sense because you already got the formula going. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You just
that's the dumbass shit we did.
Yeah, you just need to put the right players together. Then it's just amount of how that locker room is. You see how OKC enjoy playing. So when they go out there, they playing.
Exactly.
That coach is telling them to run through a wall, and they will.
That's a fact. But I feel like the Rockets didn't do it the same way we did it. We went after KD and Kyrie, and then we got James Harden. That was a championship. I don't give a shit what nobody told me.
Oh, no, that was a championship. That was a championship.
Niggas just got hurt. That's all it was.
It was just bad luck.
That's all it was.
It was a run. It was worth taking that chance. Listen, if I was GM, I would have did the same thing. Fuck that. Yeah. You goddamn right I'm going to get James Harden and everybody else.
Yes.
And we're going to run through this shit right now.
Yeah, if you got KD and Kyrie.
Soon as KD
if you got two
Hall of Famers.
If you got two players of that caliber and you get a chance to get a third of that caliber again, bro, you take that chance every single time. If we get that chance again, we're going to take it again.
Yes, they would. And I think that's what Sean want to do. Honestly, he just want to throw in a piece of good, like, all right, we're going to get us a high draft pick too, just in case. But he want to take that chance to again. No damn
high draft pick, man. Niggas need to get that shit.
He wants one though. I think he do
because he was upset. What he want, man.
He was upset about that shit last year. You could see it in his face.
He could be upset all he wants.
Do you think OnlyFans models are unfairly discriminated against?
I definitely think we do.
I know you think that the league ain't going to give it to us. I know you think the league ain't going to give it to us. But I'm hoping that somehow Sean, I don't know what he had to do. He had to, I don't know what they have to do in the Illuminati. They made him do it though. Listen, you got to do the crazy stuff first. uh, I don't know what he had to do, but maybe he did. I don't know. All I'm saying is,
I don't know what he had to do neither, but at the same time, bro, I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of, listen, like everybody want to poo poo. Everybody want to poo poo like the whole run, bro. Like it broke down because of injuries. That's what happened. 2021 broke down simply because of injuries. Everybody know Milwaukee got lucky. Everybody know that shit. If you look at the teams that was left, Phoenix and the Clippers, bro, come on, stop it.
yeah, that was a perfect fucking road to a championship.
That was a title. That was a legitimate championship, bro. There's nothing anybody can tell me. Absolutely nothing. Like it was what it was, but I mean it broke down. It is what it is, man. I ain't gonna listen. Happened the way it happened. And that's that.
Yeah, I seen that this shit ain't going. Right now, this shit is boring as hell. You're right. Somebody said it was boring. Jellio said it was boring. Jellio said this shit is boring as hell.
He said this shit is boring as hell.
No, Javon said it was boring.
Yeah, it was him.
These playoffs have been boring. Yeah. That's because these matchups are not right yet. But I think the second round you're gonna see a difference. You're gonna see good matchups. So right now the Knicks are up 80-68. They just putting it on them now.
Basically.
Atlanta
Like
is not going to be able to.
bruh,
handle that.
the Atlanta got CJ McCollum running the guard operations, bro. Like that's not getting it.
That's not going to get it. Yeah.
That ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, they're going to always stay 10 points behind with that lineup. They just don't have the firepower and the size, defensively they can't stop their, flopper. They can't stop the flopper.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, they can't stop that. No.
He's going to be able to do whatever he want to do today.
Basically,
He's going to get the call or whatever it takes.
that's basically what's gonna happen.
So this game is a wrap. Then they're gonna bring the second unit out in the fourth quarter, and they gonna overachieve.
Basically.
And then you're gonna sit back and go, the Knicks are ready. The Knicks are ready.
Yep. They're gonna be like, yo, the Knicks is ready until round 2 happens.
Until round 2, and then you find out when that second unit come out, y'all losing already.
Exactly.
Y'all losing already. It don't matter. Bring the second unit out. That lead gonna get bigger. Y'all gonna be in trouble. Hey, but you know what? Who else is interesting to me? Nobody. I mean, that's it, really, basically. But I showed y'all tapes on the Wimby thing. That Spurs Wimby is an anomaly, though. I swear.
Wimby is an anomaly, but it's gonna come back to bite him. All of that extra shit, like that's gonna come back to bite him. I'm telling you right now.
I seen that when I seen big men in past NBA teams. I remember when Patrick Ewing first came to the NBA. He was running up and down the court, dunking on niggas and stuff. Or Shaq running up and down the court, just terrorizing people.
I mean, yeah. Well, I definitely remember that, but I mean, but Shaq was more simplistic because
Yeah, he was just raw.
like he could do a little bit more, in turn, but it was more simplistic because once he got around the basket, everything was just one hand. Odell two hand. It was like, I
Olay,
mean,
go through you.
Wimby hit five. Wimby went 5 for 6 from three, bro. Like
Yeah,
that shit
that's
is,
unusual.
yeah,
Yes.
that shit right there, bro. Like,
Yeah. He hit threes. He shoots well, extremely well.
right. Oh man. All right. What Minnesota coming on next?
Yeah, Minnesota game coming on next.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what that game looking like, man. Like it's only gonna take me maybe a few minutes to go and see. Well, nah, that I think that game gonna go down to the wire.
You think so? Yeah,
Not
it's
the
gonna be.
wire. I think it's gonna go down to the second half in the fourth quarter. Then we really gonna see how simplistic the Nuggets is. I think the Nuggets just they just I think they're just miles and miles smarter than whatever Minnesota is bringing right now.
Right.
Because the thing is, when you got Joker, bro, like that's pretty much it.
Yeah, they yeah, I can see the Nuggets winning this though. $7:30. I mean 10:30 the game. Yeah. All right. I mean I could see pretty much the what's the score? 84 to 75. I mean, I don't see any way Atlanta can come back on this game. I
Me
really don't.
neither.
Let's see who the leading scorer for the Knicks, of course.
It should be Brunson.
Yeah,
It's Brunson,
19.
yeah. 19.
Yeah, the whole team is on double digits.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Hawks are doing. Oh, McCollum is just taking all the shots.
That's not gonna get it.
That's not
That's
good.
not going. I mean, he's shooting well, but
Yeah, he is shooting well,
that's
but
not
that's
gonna
not
get
the
it.
point. That's not
That's
the
not gonna
point.
get it.
Nope, not whatsoever. They got Kaminga. Kaminga is not that much of a help right now.
Alexander Walker is struggling. He 2 for 10. If he hits some of these shots, Atlanta could be in this game.
Right.
But I don't think Atlanta played bad. They just shooting terrible. Mitchell Robinson got 11 points, bro, off the bench, bro. That ain't gonna get it. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win games, bro. Like when you're not gonna beat the Knicks, bro. If Mitchell Robinson is already in double figures.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. Yeah, he 28 minutes. He got mad minutes. He got more minutes than everybody. I think the coach of the Hawks want him to shoot his way out. He must be in a funk. He 1 for 4, 2 for 10. He need his scoring.
That's a fact.
And he's not getting it. He's just not getting it from him.
Jalen Johnson is 3 for 8. He ain't getting going.
He ain't going.
Kaminga is 4 for 7.
He ain't going.
He doing all right off the bench, but they need more.
Yeah. They need their starters to do their thing. And they not. They just not. They just not giving that minute. And they getting the minutes too. They got 27. Jalen Johnson got 27 minutes. Walker got 29 minutes. I mean, you're getting the minutes. You're just not, and you're getting the shots. You're just not, you're not producing. And that's unusual because people, usually teams coming from outside to Madison Square Garden shoot well.
That's a fact.
I haven't known any team that shoot bad at MSG.
At Madison Square Garden.
None. I have never seen it.
Especially if I don't care if it's a top shooter, if it's a top player, they all shoot good at damn Madison Square Garden.
They love it. They be like, I love coming here.
Yep, because they already know. Because they already know the Knicks defense. The Knicks defense, bro, is something that you could always get the better of. The problem is just that when the Knicks got a team, they could win a little bit more. But
Yeah.
the star players could always go off in the mess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They always shoot well. You see, experience matters, and when you come to Madison Square Garden, that's why you see McCollum shooting this well.
Exactly.
You see him getting 9 for 14, 3 for 7, 26 points. He putting them numbers up. Where's his Robin? He ain't got a Robin. He's on his own. That shit ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Shooting terrible like that. You know why? I'm not going to even cover this game. No more.
Yeah, no, it ain't no need to. It ain't no need to.
I ain't covering this game.
The third quarter is a 12-point game, and we already think Atlanta is shit in the water.
Yeah, they just not. They don't have it. They just don't have it. Well, I'm gonna end this stream. I don't give a shit. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
no doubt.
Yeah.
I'm try to get something in the morning, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get back at you.
Oh, you gonna do something tomorrow?
Probably in the morning. I'm gonna see how this Minnesota game go. I'm gonna see.
Oh, okay. All right. And I'll look for you.
All right, bro.
All right.
Yep.
All right. I'd like to thank everybody that was here today. I appreciate y'all. What's good? What's good, y'all? What's good? A-Kid, Javon Ship, Delio. Who else? Jamal. I appreciate y'all guys, man. I'm gonna come on tomorrow evening. I'll probably cover the Celtics game and talk a little bit more about our draft opportunities and what we got going on. Whatever news come on about the Nets, I'm gonna cover it. So I appreciate y'all. Hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget to share. I appreciate y'all guys. I will see y'all later. Peace. Peace.